There is an amazing exit sign on an Atlanta highway. It points to Tyler Perry Studios, the massive movie and television complex that celebrated its grand opening. The sign next to it points to Sylvan Road, the same street where Perry lived in his car in the late 90s when he couldn't pay the rent. Perry's rise from homeless to media mogul is an unlikely success story. His background is marked by poverty and tragedy. My childhood was a story of discouragement, belittlement, and unthinkable abuse, and yet I rose above. Perry writes in his book, Higher is Waiting. Don't forget to watch today's video to the very end for learning more about Tyler Perry's life and unlikely success. But before we begin, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss another upload of ours. Having said that, let's jump right in. Perry was creative and liked to write. In his early 20s, he wrote the play, but the performance didn't make any money. The people around Perry told him that he should forget about this dream and get a job with benefits. Whenever Perry shared his dreams with others, they would tell him all the reason why he'd never succeed. He called the naysayers dream thieves, filled with negativity and fear. If your dream is bigger than anything they could imagine, they will try to tear it down, Perry writes. They do it because your dreams feel as far away to them as the moon and the stars. Your dreams make them feel small. It's hard for anyone to pursue their dreams with confidence if they're surrounded by negativity. Perry became discouraged himself, so he found a solution. He kept his dreams private. After years of ridicule, I learned to treat my dreams as if they were precious gems hidden in a velvet pouch. I kept these dreams treasured tucked away in a safe place within my soul, out of reach to those who doubted me. Entrepreneurs are optimists and dreamers. Unfortunately, their friends and family don't always share their vision. The people you love the most are often the ones who can infect your dreams with doubt and negativity, according to Perry. They simply don't understand the magnitude of your dreams. When people have never felt the power of their own wings, they can't imagine taking flight. If you want to avoid being infected by doubt and negativity, you can do two things. First, take Perry's advice and keep those dreams tucked away in a safe place within your soul. Second, build relationships with people Perry calls root people. Perry says he sees relationships with employees, partners, friends, and mentors as a tree of life. Some people are leaves. You can't count on them. Once they get what they need from you, they drift away. Branch people are more solid until they are tested. They are stronger than leaves, but you have to be careful with them. They split when it gets rough. In most cases, they can't handle too much weight, but then again, you can't be mad with them, it's just who they are. What you want are root people, the ones who provide help, support, and most important, are genuinely happy to see you thrive. If you can find some people in your life who are like the roots of a tree, then you have found something special. Like the roots of a tree, they are hard to find because they are not trying to be seen. Their only job is to hold you up and help you live a strong and healthy life. If you thrive, they are happy. They stay low-key and they don't let the world know that they are there. And if you go through an awful storm, they will hold you up. Tyler Perry is the mastermind behind 17 feature films, 20 stage plays, 7 television shows, and the New York Times best-selling book. Tyler has built an empire that has attracted audiences and built communities from the Tyler Perry Studios home base in Atlanta, Georgia, throughout the world. Celebrated among the pantheon of today's greatest cinematic innovators, his unique blend of spiritual hope and down-home humor continues to shape his inspiring life story, connecting with fans across the globe and always leaving space to dream. Tyler's legacy is the modern epitome of the American dream. Born and raised in New Orleans, his childhood was marked by poverty and a household scarred by abuse. From a young age, Tyler learned to write down his daily thoughts and experiences in a series of soul-searching letters to himself, advice he gleaned from Oprah Winfrey that ultimately set his career in motion. Characterized by strength, faith, and determination during a turbulent adolescence, these letters provided Tyler with the inspiration to delve into writing his first play, I Know I've Been Changed, in 1992. Saving every last dollar, Tyler staged the play for what he hoped would be a packed audience, but the seats remained empty. Never would he have imagined that 6 years later, that same play would sell out a local run, forcing the production to move to the acclaimed Fox Theater in Atlanta, or that in 2015, his original play, Madea on the Run, would be sold out in theaters nationwide. Tyler wrote and produced many stage plays, including Woman Thou Art Loosed and I Can Do Bad All By Myself, the first appearance of renowned character Madea. With the popularization of the God-fearing, gun-toting grandma, he made a leap to film in 2005 with Diary of a Mad Black Woman, which debuted at #1 in the US. Then of course came Madea's Family Reunion, Daddy's Little Girls, Why Did I Get Married, Meet the Browns, The Family That Prays, and countless other celebrated hits. In 2006, the world saw the publication of Tyler's first book, Don't Make a Black Woman Take Off Her Earrings, Madea's uninhibited commentaries on life and love, a New York Times bestseller for 8 straight weeks. It went on to claim Quill Book Awards for both humor and Book of the Year and spread Tyler Perry's unique brand of inspirational entertainment to a devoted new audience. When asked why Perry's works have been so successful, the playwright always put it down to a non-traditional approach to storytelling. I was never interested in learning the traditional way to put together a play because I felt that would take away from the realness found in urban theaters. People who understand the formalities of theater are caught off guard by my plays because they break all the rules, he once told the New York Times. Whatever the case is, Perry definitely knows how to make a connection with his audience. They seem to absolutely love his honesty and humor. With the great success of his plays and movies, it is easy to understand how Perry is no longer homeless. He had a house built in Georgia that would go on to show the world that anything is possible if you only dreamed big enough, stuck to it, and had faith that God would provide. In 2007, Tyler expanded his reach to television with the TBS series House of Payne, the highest-rated first-run syndicated cable show of all time, which went into syndication after only a year. His follow-up effort, Meet the Browns, was the highest second debut ever on cable after House of Payne. In late 2012, Tyler teamed up with Oprah to bring scripted programming to her cable network OWN and launch with the half-hour sitcom Love Thy Neighbor and the hour-long drama The Haves and the Have-Nots, which made its debut in 2013 and has continued to break ratings on the network. In the fall of 2016, Tyler debuted a brand new series and political drama Too Close to Home on TLC. With his great success as an entrepreneur, is he also lucky in love? Since 2009, Perry has been involved with model Jalila Bekele after the two first met at the Prince concert in 2007. After 5 years, the couple welcomed their first and only child, Aman, on November 30, 2014. The pair remained together for another 6 years after that until their split in 2020. Though they were together for an entire decade, the two chose not to get married. As it stands, Perry has never been married, and as of right now, there isn't much information about his son Aman, as both Perry and Bekele have made a conscious effort to protect his privacy. But we do know a bit about Aman's mother. After being together for a decade, most people thought that Perry and Bekele would eventually tie the knot, especially after having a son together. So why didn't they get married? As it turns out, Perry is quite a busy man and devotes a lot of time and attention to his craft, something he took into serious consideration when it came to the topic of marriage. According to Huffington Post, Perry explained his reasoning during an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. "I'm not so sure with this kind of work ethic what kind of husband I will be. I don't know about marriage as much as I do know that I would be a great father." Regardless of his resistance to marriage, Perry was certainly smitten with his now ex-girlfriend. In a 2017 interview with People, the House of Payne creator expressed his feelings for Bekele. "There's no other person on this planet that I would want to be involved with or have a child with because she's amazing." In 2020, Perry announced that he was single in an Instagram post of him after a home workout. "This is what the midlife crisis looks like. I'm 51, single, and wondering what the next chapter in my life will look like. Whatever it looks like, I'm going to walk with God, be the best father and man I can be, hold my head up high, and try to look my best doing it." With that being said, we end today's video. Did you guys like it? Then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Lastly, join in next time for more of such interesting videos.